Hello everybody, my name is Matt, and I bet you longtime viewers, whoever's left, was not expecting this video. Today, we are reacting to the end of the War Within storyline, the max level campaign of the newest World of Warcraft expansion, the War Within. And once again, there are time codes in below if you want to skip the intro and get right to the reaction. I totally get it. But I feel the need to talk about this a little bit because, for those of you who might be new here, who started following me because of my Hell of a Boss reactions or whatever else, this channel, for 8-9 years, used to be exclusively about World of Warcraft and the story, the lore behind it. So much so that I actually caught the attention of Blizzard during the events of Battle for Azeroth, and they flew me and a couple of other people, one of which is now working on their lore team, out to speak to them. All of us were content creators at the time to talk about the story and the lore, all on their dime, put me up in a really nice hotel. They actually even got us all passes to E3 that year because it happened to be the same weekend. It was super cool. I was on Blizzard's good side. But then Battle for Azeroth came around, and I did not like it, and I was vocal about it. I was one of the first content creators, although I'm not a large creator, so I didn't get that much sway in the conversation, but I sure got a lot of hate for being one of the first people to talk about how Battle for Azeroth was not good. And you know, time proves me right once again, because Battle for Azeroth is seen largely as not good. And then Shadowlands came out and it was even worse, and I was just hard in the paint, being like, this game is horrible now, the story is bad, the creators don't know what they're doing. No matter how nice or constructive any of my criticisms were, and I'm not saying they all were, there were definitely some reactions where I'm just being mean, they didn't act professionally, and they cut all ties with me. So, I played a little bit of Dragonflight. I played the very beginning of it. I'd say all this to say, Shadowlands is the first time I hard quit the game. And that is when, by that time, I had already been playing Final Fantasy for like a year. And so I pretty much moved over there full time. I've done a couple of reactions to Final Fantasy here, but people always got mad about it. I just assumed because my base subscribers were Warcraft ones. So I just kind of stopped doing that. And then I was like, I lost my monetization because I stopped doing videos altogether. And I was like, screw it, I'm just going to stop making YouTube videos. And then Hell of a Boss came around and blah, blah, blah. You can watch that first video a couple months ago to hear my opinions why I came back. Anyway, I played a little bit of Dragonflight. I realize this is probably the first time I've talked about this ever since I came back. So I guess this might be a little bit longer of an intro than I thought. But I played the very beginning of Dragonflight, and then I quit. I saw the Black Dragonflight patch, which I fucking despised and thought it was horrible. And so I didn't come back until all the way right until the last patch so I could do everything in the game easier, because they removed all the dumbass like time gates. And I was like, you know, this is okay. This is just okay. And then they announced the World Soul Saga and all of that. And I was like, interesting, Metzen's back. Let's see how it is. And I have to say, I didn't buy the early access because fuck supporting that practice. I'm not going to pay extra just to play 4 days early. I think they should have just done what Final Fantasy did, which is what you just buy the game. And if you buy the game before it comes out, you just get early access. It's included in the price. You're not paying anything more for it. Fuck that practice. I don't want to normalize that. I hate that. So I just started playing on the official launch on last Tuesday, 1 week from now, and I kind of love it. There are some criticisms I have, like some of the hero talents, especially for a Destruction Warlock. I play a Hellcaller. And I have no active new abilities for my hero talents. All of them are just passive. It is cool seeing a bunch of demons that I've always wanted to have control over as a warlock for 20 years show up. But I don't get to control when they do, and I have no active buttons to push to make them happen. It just happens like on a rotation. I build up like a stack, and when I get to 15 stacks, one of 3 demons pops out, and they are on a rotation, so it's always the same ones, and it's like, the fantasy of this is cool, the execution is lacking. But, more importantly for the story, I actually really, really like the whole MSQ, the whole main storyline from start to end. All of the required mandatory quests are just great. from all 4 zones. All the characters are fantastic. I love Dagran. He is the breakout star of this expansion. Him and Moira are great. Him and Moira and Magni are great. Anduin's great. As someone who was like, well, Shadowlands ruined Anduin beyond repair, I was like, is Anduin back? Is he back, guys? And I think he's back. So, I'm happy about that. The new characters are great, like Farron. She is so cool. I love her. Orwena is great. I love all the Nerubian stuff. I like that, even though this is literally just like a carbon copy-paste of Suramar and the Suramar Rebellion, I still think it works and is good. You just replace the Legion with the Void. Xal'atath has become my 3rd favorite villain of the whole franchise. So it's Gul'dan, Ajara, Xal'atath. They have done such a good job with Xal'atath, and I am excited to see this cinematic. So to get to it, this is the final cinematic at the end of the story campaign of the max level campaign. Just unlocked today. Just got home from work. Saw it came out. Heard it was broken in the game, so I'm watching it on YouTube where it's not broken. I don't know if they fixed it yet or not, but I don't want to risk it. Because I have heard some of the previous chapters, max level campaign cinematics were broken at the beginning, but luckily by the time I had done them, they have been fixed. I haven't done the final chapter yet, but I know what leads up to the cinematic. The Horde and the Alliance, everyone's united together. The Dwarves, the Earthen, Horde and Alliance, everyone's together, the Arathi. Xal'atath and her Nerubians are attacking Hallowfall for some reason, and Illyria starts hearing Khadgar's voice for some reason, again repeating the line that this is not the real fight or something. What he says at the beginning when he dies at Dalaran, when he dies. I still don't think he's dead. I think, in fact, we're probably going to get him back right now because, spoiler alert, I saw they data mined a wheelchair that had Khadgar's name on it. So, I assume he's coming back in this questline. I don't know how he will, but I assume he will. So, Illyria is tracking Xal'atath to this place in Hallowfall. I believe it's going into the big temple of the Arathi, and Anduin is following her. So we'll see what happens. Let's get to the reaction. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1, now. This was called A Light in the Darkness, this chapter. Which also hopefully means Anduin's going to get his powers back finally. They've been building up to it for so long.
You mortals are the most wrathful creatures in existence. I've watched you break worlds, overthrow gods. Even the realm of death couldn't hold you. Your hunger for violence is insatiable.
She's so cool.
You lured us here, unleashed us upon the Nerubians, all to fuel the Black Blood's power. My power.
By the way, we all agree that that's Cthulhu's blood, right?
Stops now.
They haven't said it explicitly, but that has to be what it is.
Your determination delights me. But I have risen from the ashes of countless empires. I have survived ordeals you cannot comprehend. You cannot kill me. I'm not aiming at you.
She's pulling again, destroying the lamp.
This changes nothing.
Yo!
Oh no. I heard your voice. This can't be.
He was in the dark heart? I guess that makes sense.
You did well. I knew you would stop her.
Stay with me, Khadgar.
No, he's not dying. This is it. This is
go.
Anduin. This is Anduin's moment. He's gonna fucking do it. He's gonna do it. I have total faith. This is Anduin's moment. It's his redemption. It's been building up the whole fucking expansion so far, the storyline. Farron helped him connect with the light again. It turns back to the gold crystal. They're fucking playing Anduin's theme. Come on, my son. It's time for you to be great again. He did it! That was great. Oh, God, Blizzard. Fuck you. Let's just end on, let's just look at this. That was great. All of the War Within cinematics have been so good. Whether it's been this, or the one with Daggerin and Magni and Moira freeing all the Earthen from the Void. Farron lighting the beacon again on fire with Anduin. All of the big story beats have hit so well, and it feels like people are actually writing the story to not be fucking like Marvel, and are actually trying to tell a good story. Because we spent so long, the first zone, Anduin's like deeply in depression. He refused. He's like, I can't be helped. It's over. I don't know why I'm even trying. But Thrall is kind of like pushing him forward to keep going. In the second zone, he kind of disappears, but he's going to come to Hallowfall here because the Earthen were calling him an Arathi, and he was like, that doesn't make any sense. The Arathi are basically all dead on Azeroth, so what the hell are they talking about? Supposedly there's this huge Arathi army. So he goes to Hallowfall while Daggerin and Moira deal with the Earthen. We get to Hallowfall. Holy shit, there's a huge army of human and half-elves. Anduin meets Farron, who is the chaddest Chad. Farron is so cool. I love her. Fuck anybody who hates Farron. You're not even clever with how you're just being a fucking bigot. Go to hell. People like Asmongold, fuck off. Please quit the game. I cannot stand you people. She is such a cool character. I love everything about her. And by the way, her and Anduin's friendship is just fucking platonic. It's not romantic at any point. If you look at the scene where she's holding his hand to light the beacon and you think that's romantic, that's a red flag, and you should probably consider seeking therapy and thinking that someone confronting or someone comforting somebody else during a traumatic response to something as romantic, that's a red flag, and that's a big oof from me, dog. They're just friends, and they're super cool, and she ends up inspiring him. And then we see now here, he tries to sacrifice himself in the same way that Varian did at the end of Hallowfall and gets captured. And then he realizes, and also Illyria chastises him for doing that, saying, like, that's not going to do it. You have to be your own person. You are not your father, Anduin. And now he finally can call upon the light again. What a satisfying arc from the beginning of the end of the launch expansion for Anduin. Great. Khadgar's not dead. I'm sure some people will be mad about that, but you didn't see him die on screen. He wasn't going to die. The Dark Heart turns things into magic and then converts that magic into void energy. Khadgar is the fucking Guardian, one of the most powerful magical users ever. I'm sure he could just teleport into the Dark Heart or something. I don't know how he would do it. He's a mage. He becomes magic and was hiding in the Dark Heart. I don't know. But then Illyria destroys it and he pops back out. He's clearly very injured. He also, I think, died for like 30 seconds. So I don't think he's going to be at his best. We did see the wheelchair. He's probably not going to be able to walk again. I do know there are some stay a while and listens after this, and one of them is with Khadgar and Illyria. I had seen. I don't know what it is, but I had seen it, and I'm probably going to watch them all in the game. Hopefully it works when I do it. But yeah, that was just great. It feels like Anduin's back. His story has been super tragic, especially with how mishandled his character has been, and now how better and good it actually is handled. Nothing will make Battle for Azeroth and Shadowlands Anduin good. I hated everything about him in both those expansions. Coincidentally, shockingly, Christy Golden gets fired and Anduin immediately becomes a lot better. So, yeah, maybe if you're having the person who is, like, weirdly fetishizing him not writing him anymore, you can actually write him well. Shocker. Sorry, but I started out liking her, and then I turned on her when she, A, got butthurt that people were shipping him with Rathion, even though she fucking wrote all the shit that makes them seem like they are a romantic couple. And then B, she started weirdly thirst-trapping after him, despite writing him since he was a literal child. So, and I'm glad she's gone. And Denuzer is the worst. He's the biggest hack I think Warcraft has ever had in their team. And I'm glad he's gone. This is great. And supposedly this isn't even what Metzen really worked on. Most of this was already in development before Metzen came on. So, unironically, I think, unlike we were saying it like with a meme with Denuzer, like this is Denuzer's baby. I think as we get through the patches and to Midnight, we will see the World Soul Saga really become Metzen's baby. Even though this is great already. I like all this, but I can just imagine it even being better, and I hope it is. So, because despite what everyone may think that I think, I would love for Warcraft to be good again, and I think right now it's good and fun. I'm not really engaging with the gear treadmill. I've done it a little bit, but I don't plan on doing it. So, I don't know. I've had a really good base experience so far, and this seems like the final part of the chapter. There might be something next week with the raid. I don't know. But this seems pretty wrapped up now here. So, I don't know. But anyway, that was cool. Aces. Good job, Blizzard. You did it. Start to finish, you stuck the landing, at least so far, and I'm happy with what I have played. I'm glad that I think I have appropriately earned the $50 that I spent on this expansion. So, you've done a good job. We'll see where you go from here. Hopefully you don't fumble it. I'm way more excited for Midnight than I am for The War Within, but The War Within so far has been fantastic. So anyway, I'm rambling. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments below. It feels nice to talk about Warcraft again in a positive way. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Stay awesome, and farewell.